My name is Jordan Pemberton, and this is my statement of faith. I've lived in Bemidji my whole life and have attended Calvary Lutheran Church since I could remember. My faith started here at Calvary as I went to Sunday school, church, and confirmation. After a while, I'd stopped going to Sunday school, but my faith still lived on. I remember going to church with my mom some days, but because I was still quite young, I mainly just drew in the drawing books, rather than listen to the sermon. The day my faith really started to grow was when I started confirmation. Confirmation was a way to make sure I listened to God, since He listened to me, and I am so appreciative that I had listened to Him. God has led me to not only the amazing people at church, but to my friends in school, sports teams, and family. As I've grown up, many things have happened, both good and bad, over long and short periods of time, and I believe God has been with me through it all. Most times are happy, but some can be scary and overwhelming, which leads me to talk about my aunt. On March 26, 2021, my grandma had called informing my family that doctors had found an aneurysm in my aunt's brain. Hearing this news scared me a lot, and every night I prayed nothing bad would happen to her as she waited to check in for an appointment in Fargo, where she would be told when her surgery was. My aunt's appointment was April 12, 2021. Later that day, my family and I found out they needed to do more tests and scans to make sure they do the right procedure and get everything right the first time. Now, by the time my statement of faith is due, she will not yet have her surgery. But as everything continues on and her surgery day grows closer, I pray more and more, always putting my trust in God and knowing He will help my aunt, her family, my grandparents, and myself get through this and care for us no matter what. I believe God's healing comes through the doctors, nurses, and medicine which has helped my aunt. Isaiah 41:10 says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be afraid, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my victorious right hand." This is showing He is there and will always be there for me. Another time I felt God was with me was in January of 2020, when I rolled my ankle. Due to past ankle injuries, I was already wearing Velcro sock ankle braces, but besides that, I was playing a basketball game, and I went up for a shot. I came down and landed wrong. I remember my dad carrying me off the court, and right at this moment, I hoped and prayed to God that I had done nothing too serious. The next morning I woke up. I saw how swollen it was and that it had already started bruising. I went to the doctor about 2 days later, and they took some x-rays. As we looked at the x-rays, the doctor pointed out a smaller crack in my bone, and because of this, I was put in a boot and on crutches for the next month. That month was not a blast. I needed help carrying my books for school. I had to watch my friends play the sports I wanted to play and wasn't able to do the fun things that we used to. When I finally got my boot off and taken off the crutches, I was so relieved, but that wasn't the end. I had to do physical therapy and wait even longer until I could start sports again. But as much as all of this sucked, I was healing, and that was thanks to God. Now, after my injury, I wear hard plastic ankle braces and do exercises in my free time to strengthen my ankles once again. I believe God has been my rock. He got me through my injury, my aunt's medical issue, and so much more that has taken place in my life. I will always and forever put my faith in God because I know He will take the time to make sure I'm okay and to know that I am loved no matter what. As I get older, I would like to go into the medical field, whether it's as a surgeon to help people that have the same condition as my aunt, or as a nurse practitioner and physical therapist that help me with my ankle. Whatever I may choose, all of my faith will go into God's hands because He will always take care of me just like He has in the past, no matter what. With a strong hand and an outstretched arm, for His steadfast love endures forever. To Him who divided the Red Sea in two, for His steadfast love endures forever. Psalm 136, 12 through 13. Amen.